G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Factorio, our space age let's play. And yes, this is our first full episode on the, I'm going to call it the red planet, Fulgora. It's funny, I always thought of Volcanus being the red planet because of the lava, but this is truly red. Lots of oil, heavy oil oceans. And yeah, we are sitting here on Fulgora now. Here's where we kind of landed. And this is the 28 million scrap prize over here. In this island, and here's this sort of northern kind of Westeros looking continent, although I'm not sure if this connects up here. We'll have to have a look, but there isn't really anything on here. Might have left a lightning rod up there. There's not really anything on there, so yeah, we've got a little bit more scrap here, but over here on this lovely, very square looking island, this island's full of ruins, but also we've got a bit of scrap and we've got some building room. So we're going to start off on this island and then we'll move production probably over to here at some point as well. So guys, let's get straight into the recycling puzzle of Fulgora. What I've done is I've actually just spent a little bit of time on Fulgora just having a bit of a test, so I have a few items on me. So I've got lots of items in the cargo hub plus an expansion bay, and then I've got a few boxes here with some more items, but we're going to step through it all in a sec. So guys, jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, let's have a look. Now, by the way, I just what I did is while I was just having a bit of a test on here, I was also working towards getting Power Armor Mark II, and this brings up this massive grid up here, which is like twice the size, maybe about 40% more on size. And so I've been upgrading these guys to Personal Battery Mark II, and of course, what we're doing, I think I've got another set of legs there. Yeah, brilliant. And what we are actually doing here is we are hoping to work towards this fission reactor. So, and I'm going to need uranium fuel cells for that one. So if we have a quick look on Volcanus, yeah, oh, here we go, brilliant. So Volcanus is still receiving uranium, and this is here. Now the magic number of the uranium-235, the good one, is 40, and we're at 31. Once we get to 40, the Covarex enrichment process will go in, and I've built it here. So it'll give you, every time it'll give you, what does it give you? It gives you extra uranium 245 and some of the old. So when we get the new ones, that'll keep going. And once we get at least 40, so we can get into one of those, it'll then start to really improve. So yeah, we just need to wait. So here's another one. So once we're up to there, so what are we up to? 31. So we'll be at 32 in just a second once this one kicks in as well. So that thing just has to happen. Once we get to the first 40, then then it happens, and uranium fuel cells are going to be so much fun. They're going to be uranium fuel cells are going to be good fun. So we'll make those and it'll be brilliant. Uranium fuel cells for the fission reactor, the personal fission reactor. Okay, so now what I'll need to do, I've got lightning rods here, but I might just have a look at the lightning coverage. Yeah, here we go. Let's put one right in the middle here. And then we've got a bit of workable ground as well, so that'll be nice. Let's do that. Yep, brilliant. And here's our power grid here as well, so we are doing pretty well. Now, I've got my scrap, but I do want to clear the land, and when we go clear it, what we're going to need to do is that it's all going to be, these bots are going to clear to those yellow chests. Be careful I don't get any of my infrastructure. But yeah, let's see how this goes. This is all under robot control anyway, but these are going to clear into the yellow chests, and then we'll get those going out. So we can help. We'll let the bots do that. But what we're going to do is I want to just have a quick look here at my, where's this, electric mining drills. I forgot to bring those with me, so I crafted a few. And then, yeah, just got that ready. But I have added that to the list on the ship. So we've got these ships set up a bit better now, the freighter. We've got that set up with the first trip to Fulgora, and I've added in some concrete and I've added in electric mining drills. So that's all good. Okay. Sorry, I should just press M to get out of that. So where's these drills? I need to probably change this toolbar here for a bit more fulgurage. But electric mining drills, yeah. So we know that we're going to want these guys set up over the scrap, and it's a bit hard to see where they can go, but I think here's kind of good. So we'd end up doing this like this, right? So what I was thinking of doing at the moment is we want to get a bit of scrap, and we want to get the recyclers, and I always like to offset these guys. So I'm going to leave those set up like that, and we are using red belts. And what we'll say is the scrap is coming to here, yeah? And of course we're going to need some power. And right. But what I'm going to do is put a chink in the chain there. And we're going to come across like this. Yep. Okay. So we now need to recycle some of these down. But what I'd like to do here is just first of all get all the scrap out of these boxes. So let me just see, have I got any scrap into the cargo landing pad? Yes, I do. So let me grab the scrap there manually. And also any scrap in here, yes, I do. So I'll grab it all by holding the control button. And over here, yes, and that's everything, and I can fit it all, which is nice. Okay, so all the scrap is there. And now what I'd like to do is just say, can I actually, have I got any blue chests? Yes. Okay, so request a chest, and we'll put one on this side as well. We'll go blue, and we'll say spin, and we want this to request scrap. And if I come down here and I want to do scrap, yep, and it's going to be 500. Yep, and so that's nice. And there, okay, and then we'll just put a power in there. So it does that, and then I'll put this guy into here. That's requesting some on the top one anyway, and we'll put those into there. So it probably, you know, so that'll do that, and it'll just clear the scrap out of the system, and that'll be quite good. These guys are picking up quite a bit of stuff over here, these robots, but we'll let them do that. I mean, I could help them with the vacuuming of stuff, but I don't want to fill my inventory, and my inventory is pretty full already. I just want to see what I can craft as well. So I've got some recyclers. Let me just craft, maybe, should I craft some accumulators? Just so I'm crafting a few things as we're going. 2 accumulators and 2 recyclers, and that'll give me a total of 11 recyclers. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we definitely want to get the first level of this going, and it's going to be sushi belts. So I think I need to make some red chests, but I'll have to see. Okay, cool. So let's just get rid of these guys. We don't need those blues. We don't need any of this fighting stuff. But let me put my machines, put my recyclers on here, just so I've got them handy. Okay, so let's start off about here, because there's that. So we'll start off about here. Let's do 4. And we have to lift in, but they'll put onto the belts. They've got their own bits there, which is nice. Okay, and we'll go clockwise in all directions. So I want to do it like this. Now I was thinking what I would do is, let me do it like this, right? And this might be just a bit silly, but let me do this. And let me come back here. I just want to do like an extra belt storage here. And then if I come back to this way, and then I come across here, that just gives it a little bit more of more room there. Okay, and now I was thinking as well, rather than putting lots of power poles, I want to put things like this here. So that'll help with that, and let's do it right there, so that's good. Okay, so that's what's going to happen there. Now, that'll be for the first section of that. Now, we are going to want to then do the second level of this as well. So what we'll do is, let's just put this here. Sorry, did I not get those guys? and we'll see about this. Now, my personal bots are not done anything at the moment, and I just want to release half the construction bots out. Did I just put those into trash? I think I did. Okay, there we go. And let's get this one going to say, let's put him here just for the moment. That'll do for the moment. We'll see how this goes. Let me change all this up. You know, nothing is permanent at the moment. I'm just thinking of expansion and capacity in a bit, but we'll see. Okay, so then that is that. And then let me do another one of the same. So if I can, just put you... If I put you right there, are you going to be powered? Yeah, if I do this, where's the... Am I missing anywhere? Okay. And now I just want to get just the belts. Let's do... Oh yeah, we've got a bit of that there. So we do this. He puts straight on. So this will be here. Okay. And then we just want this guy to be... It'll make protection here if I put it here. That'd protect it. But it wouldn't be getting any... it wouldn't be supplying, so all the electricity, so it'll stop you from getting hit by it, but all the electricity won't be captured and put back into the grid. So we then need to put on these guys, which I think I'm just going to do with these here, and that'll help me to get my power up. Yeah, that could work quite nicely. Okay, so let's try that. Now, what I want to do here is, from the first level of recycling, I want to see what things I want to pick out. So I've got these, but I just want to get myself, because I don't want to take everything, so I'm actually going to get myself some slow inserters. And let me put these as greens. Yep, and then these as yellows. I just want slow inserters so it doesn't take every bit. Yeah, so that could be good. Get rid of those accumulators. We'll make those. We want to start making everything you know, automatically. Now you can see it's filling one side of the belt there. So what we probably just need to do is right at the end over here, let's do something like, actually, what we'll do is we'll do this guy to go like this, and then that guy to go like that, and then it'll fill the belt a little bit more. Yep. Yeah, and then if we're going to do it, let's do a force placement of this here. So if I go like that and hit control, it puts it over the top. So control and shift, and then it'll force place that over there. I love the force place. That's brilliant. I only learned that this week. Okay, so that's good. Now I want to start getting some kit together. So actually what I want to do is everything in these boxes here, I want to change these boxes to these. Let me just make a couple of these steel boxes, and I don't want things being delivered into there. Let me just see. Yeah, these guys are going to be clearing stuff, right? And if they're clearing stuff, I think I want them putting things onto this level 1 belt over here. Okay, so let's make the yellows, the yellow acceptors. So when we clear the land, we want to put it onto this level 1 area. Yeah, so let's put this, say, here. Okay, and it'll do everything, and it'll drop it all to there. That's everything that's going to go on there. Okay, and then we're going to drop everything onto this belt. And it's just going to be a big jumble of stuff that's recycled plus everything that's pulled off the ground. And they'll be all on that level 1 belt. Okay. And that means that everything from these belts, can we just, how much is in there? Yeah, there's a fair bit in there. Okay. Do this. Get rid of you just for a bit. And what we'll do is everything from these belts. Oh. Let's see if we can get rid of that. It's probably quicker if I just do it. And we need a little bit of power. And so, say, everything from these belts, double-sided, and just empty out And what we're going to want to do is say everything there and keep coming along here. And let's come along this way. This is just a temporary measure while we empty out that sort of that stuff on there. And you know what? Straight onto there is good. Yeah, cool. Okay. I feel like we're already running out of room. Okay, so things I want to get off this belt. I'll just put that there so everything doubles up. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so things I want to get and be passively provided, I believe, with red chests, right? And let me do them here. And while we're there, let me do them 2, 3, 4. Yep. And it's going to be yellows. So I just want to put these here and then I'll place them. So I want to use a filter, and things I want to get in here is if I just do one thing. So from that first belt, let me just see, from that first belt, things I think I want. Okay, steel. Okay, so if I grab the filter, where's this? Yeah, and I get this and I filter steel. It's only going to pick up steel, right? Yeah. Now it does have some of the other products on there, like iron plates. Now they won't appear until we redo things in level 2. So it's only because we picked them up off the ground. So once we've cleared this island, I think things will get a little bit different. So let's just do this, and we'll say, right, the first one is going to be just steel only. Yeah. Okay. Now we can add to the filter. It should be steel only. Oh, sorry. Use the filters, and it should be steel only. I should have just done it like that the first time. So it'll only pick up steel, and I'm just going to say, right, give me everything else. Okay, and if I come to here and go like this, I should be able to trash this. Okay, that should be good. Okay, now let's do things on the end that we don't think are useful. So if I go like this and I do the filter, I want to say stone, right? So that's one thing, and now everything else should go. Just lose that. So stone is going to be the one thing that it does pick up. And actually I don't see why we need to use the slow ones. Actually, let me just do those and hopefully the filters stay in. Yeah, okay, we did use those, but you know, we probably don't need them. Okay, so what are you doing? Oh yeah, you're just emptying. Yep. Okay, good. So that is the new way of emptying, and then these guys are the other way of emptying. So that's going to be good. Now, the other things that we think we don't need is ice. So let me use the filter here and say, right, also collect ice. And if I grab that and just drop it in there, then ice will be picked up as well. Okay, so these are just things that I want to take off this belt that are just a bit rubbish. The other thing is in here is the filter. This stuff, holmium ore. Yep. Holmium ore. Yep. Good. Okay. And I might pick up here and just say scrap on this one. Yeah. So if I go here and do a filter and just say scrap only, let's keep this one on its own. And again, pick those guys up. But so any scrap on this belt, take it off and do that as well. Yep. Iron ore is another one that is a bit useless as well, so let's put that on there as well. Okay. I'm just looking out for things that might be on there that are a bit silly, and that should thin that right out. Okay. Now here, let's also pick up, at the same time, let's say, right, also pick up iron plates, iron sticks, and you might as well pick up iron plates. Yep. And so that'll just keep doing those things, and that'll be quite good. And then over here, I think we want to pick up just copper filters. Yep. And so that means we are just the copper filters. Yeah, the copper coils. Sorry, copper coils. Right, and that'll work quite nicely there. Now we haven't got any more scrap to come in anyway, but we do have all this stuff coming in. Hopefully that will end shortly as well. How much more have we got in here? I mean, it's just, let's just once we got rid of that, it'll be quite good. Okay, so what else? Okay, so from here, we know we're going to need a few things. So I'm going to do this like this, and I'm going to say use a filter, and I just want iron plates, just iron plates. And then I'm going to do this one and say just copper. Okay, and now I'm going to use my bots, and I'm going to say just pick up iron plates and just pick up those and get rid of that, and then I'll place these down. So I'll use the filter, place it, and then do it, and that'll be perfect. Okay, and then I want to change this to green chips. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and I want to put that there. I'm going to say green chips. So now we're getting a steady supply of some of these products. Yep. And I can help place it. Okay, so that's pretty good, and that helps me to pick up a few things. I can also just drop in, I think we can add to this one solid fuel. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need solid fuel, so we can do 5 things on the filter, and that means I can drop in my solid fuel as well. Okay, so that's pretty good, and we are recycling here. Do I want red belts? No, I think we'd leave that. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's just because we're getting these in. I really want to probably end this and just use scrap after that. So once we're done, let me just see if I could maybe, if I got enough room in my inventory, tell you what I probably could do is go to this one. Oh god, yeah, we've got quite a bit on there too. Look at that. There's quite a bit sitting in this one as well, but that's all right. We'll see about that. Okay, so we've got a few things, but we need to work out what we're going to be building, and there's a bit of that happening there. So here are all the things that this will get from scrap. So if I do this. God, it's hard to see what's going on. Yeah, if I do this guy here, it should tell me. It won't tell me what it's making, will it? No, it just processed it quickly. It didn't tell me what it's going to get from scrap. If I go here, am I able to see what I'm going to get from scrap? Yeah, you can see there the products. So these are all the different products you're going to get there. So what we could do is we could work out which of these... No, I think we just go with it. I think low density structures are a good one to break down as well. But yeah, I think we probably just go like this. And then once we've got everything, now this belt is getting quite full. What do we want here? Is this? I want it to be picking up. See, it is clearing out a lot there. Let's just put this here. Put this here with this and copy that to there and fill you in. And now I think you're just going to be taking the ice directly from this belt rather than doing it. That's not too bad, yeah. And this is going to fill up, but at least then we can just we could even just expand it upwards if we need to. Yeah, we could do this. Yeah, we could just do that for capacity. Okay, and then I could actually just go and then of course, don't worry about the bots, but I place it myself, and then that way it's just all coming off here. It's not even getting onto the belt, which is quite good. Yeah, that could be quite good. Okay, so I think green belts is another thing that are here, and we get a few there, but I think I want green belts to be picked up as well. So let's have them picked up here. So it'll be green belts. Sorry, green chips. Good. Okay, so that's that. Now I think, right, good. Now we've got all this. Yep. And yeah, I think we'll just get rid of all this. And we shouldn't need this anymore. Although maybe we could have used it to help empty this guy out, but I think I'll just do that off camera. That's not something I need to. Yeah, all this stuff just needs to be made better, and I'll do that. But yeah, you can see we even got our batteries here, but we don't need them all right here. But we've got some batteries happening as well, so that's not too bad. How are we going for robots? I actually need some robots. But yeah, let's see what we want to end up doing here. So. Okay, I'll have it going like that, and I think I'll now get the scrap commissioned. Okay, and we want this to be powered in a bit better. Thank you. Right. Okay, so that's all looking pretty good. And what's happening here is this is all doing pretty well, and I can basically say, right over here, personal logistics, I can say, okay, what do I want to give to me now? I could say, can you please give me, what's this? Tell you what I will do is I'm just going to remove this and just say, give me 100 of those. And just say, right, is that the only one? I'll turn personal logistics on. And now they should bring me some of those. But I think we probably haven't. I know we've got a few logistic bots there. I've got passive providers there, but there may be no blue chips anywhere. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we aren't putting blue chips in anything. Okay, let's put blue chips in this one and get them provided to me as well. So that could be quite good. So let's do it here and just say, yeah, we want blue chips to be done. Yep. And once they do that, bots will then pick them up from here and bring them to me, I'm sure. So that could be good. Okay, so that belt's looking pretty good. This one here is looking really, really full. And I want to see here, so what I wouldn't mind doing is, let's try something here. Let me just grab a red inserter and put a filter on here and say, right, any stone, what else is there? Any coils? Yeah, any stone, coils. I'm just looking what's on there. Let's even send these guys back. Iron gear wheels. Just seeing what ice. Anything else? Oh yeah, we might as well do the holmium ore. Yep, brilliant, great. And once it's done that, put it onto here. So we'll go and then put in one of them. And so that'll just put it all on there, and this guy will keep picking them up. So that's quite nice. Okay, that'll just thin that belt out a little bit more, which could be quite good. In fact, let's put another one here and then just put this guy there. Okay, so that'll do. Oops, sorry. Copy that filter across. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. So that's not bad. Okay, that'll just help us to push things back up to here, and then of course back up to here as well. And we want to get rid of those. And then I'm just going to put in another one here. And then we can get a few more red belts. And now we're going to start looking at science and what we're working towards and how we are working a bit more upwards for some of this. Okay, in fact, not that. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. I like the less power poles is much better here. Okay, so we are a big snaking. I'm glad I've done this sort of arrangement as well. I think that's quite good, but we can probably extend everything a little bit to make everything just a little bit bigger. So let's pick these guys up, and the bots are going to do that, which is nice. Let's get the bots going right to the end of society here. I don't want to take any cliffs away as well, and I am in the danger zone, by the way. I don't want to take external cliffs at the moment. So let me do something here. Let me put this guy here first. Just say, right, you go right. He needs to go, here. And if he's going to be there, I'm going to then use a large. Put this straight across. Yep. And I am in the danger zone, but I'm going to keep this guy coming across to a bit more. And let's put in the power. So we'll do one here. Yep, right there as well. So that'll be good. Okay, and I can help with the vacuuming up of these stuffs, and that'll be good. Okay, I want to just move the end bit. So let's do this out to about, let's do him out to about, say, here. And here, yeah. And then we'll just pick up these guys here. Yep. And let's use bot to do this, please. And I'm going to shift force place these down. There we go. Good. And it is saying we're having some lightning issues across here as well. So let me just see where this one goes, and we can place those nicely and put him right next to it. I'm going to move that back a bit actually and just say, right, you can go right next to it, and you can actually do it here as well. Touching right on. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's connect these guys up as well. It'll be catching more as well, which is good. Okay. Now, are we out of belts? Oh, we'll tell you what, we haven't got many belts. Okay, so we need to start making, let's start making belts. That's probably a good thing for us to start doing. Yeah. Put that in. And same with this one. Yeah, we need to start making belts. Okay, good. So here can be the scrapping area. So let's start with the building area down here and just seeing what we're going to do. So first of all, have I got any assembling machines there? But I think I'm always going to want the good ones. So let's just start off with the red ones, the green ones. So that'll be good. I'll just place it down with these though, so we can build now, and then we can see. Okay, so if I just try and make red belts, then, yeah. Okay, then we're going to do request the chests and provider chests, and we're going to go for blues and power pole here and here. Yeah. Right, and then it's just going to ask for lots of those, and we're going to say request from buffers as a default, and then it's just going to try and supply a whole lot of those as well, so that'll be good. Okay, and then hopefully it'll start making some of them. Now we can give it, hang on, oh, yellow belts, it needs the yellow belts first. Okay, good. So let me do it again and just change this. Yeah, so this can be like this. And we can change these guys to yellow belts. And it just needs those two, yeah. Yep. And let's go trash unrequested. No, we don't need to do that. And yellow belts are going to be the same. Okay, can I just make a few more boxes up? We need to make some boxes up there. Get rid of those for the moment. Make some boxes because they're important. Yep. Get them in. There we are, just so we get those. And now I can probably just make a couple more of these now. We covered here? Yeah, we covered in lightning. It's just the lightning is hitting where it should. Okay, good. So that is quite good. And while we're down here, we just want to make sure we've got enough bot coverage. So can I get rid of these. There we go, just knock that up, although it's going to give me all the stuff which I don't like. But I will pick up this and put him there, which is good, just to add in extra there. Okay. Yeah, we're good. and add those guys in. Alright, so the bots are still clearing out the land, which is nice. We've got lots of scrap here, we don't need to expand this. These guys are coming up like that, although it isn't doing much because this is all just not quite going yet. So we might need to just manually just build a few of these. Yeah, let's just manually build a bit of this just to get it going. Build a bit of belts there. Could be good because we need this to go around that corner. Yep. No belt immunity. Yeah, it's one here and there. Should have used the Q button. Ooh, did it again. There we go. And slide this guy down. Yep, good. Okay, that top belt's ready to go. And here. Okay, so the bots are coming along. Nice. Okay, good. So that is going as well. It's got a bit more capacity there as well, so that's all good. And you can see here the bots are now clearing the land. You put it into these two, and these are going into there, so that's all pretty good. And red provider chests means that anything we build should get built down here, and that's why those belts started to come together. So that's all quite good. I like that. I do like that. We now need to get together, and I do need to make a mall for Goraba. Obviously, this is the first playthrough. So let's think of what else we think we need. You know, I could change this here so it's, although belts I think we will need a few of. No, I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to change this guy to red belts. You need to be red belts, which means your ingredient should be this. So over here, red belts should be those, and we trash the unrequested. Yeah, good. Okay, so I want you to be blue inserters. Yep. And I want you to be red inserters. Yep. And so that means I copied this recipe into here, this recipe into here, but I now need to go in here and do the trash. And go into here and do the trash, and I can untick the trash actually once we've emptied it. Yeah, you can untick those. We got them unticked. Yeah, keep those unticked. Okay, good. So that should keep those guys building, and that'll be them. Definitely want to get, have we got this? Yeah, we do have this. This is nice. Logistics builder, which is good. Oh, I tell you what we could do. Let's do something a bit different here. Do that. Let them build that. Come on, build it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, do the logistics builder. Your builds. And instead of that, just going to put down this. Let's do, interesting. What do we do here? And then I'll do the next one. Well, the next one it's saying should be there, so let me do here. And then this guy can be there, right next to it. And then, yeah, that could be nice. So that way we're using the large power pole to get the power in. Let's do it like that so we can see it better, yep. But then we're using these guys to space everything out. And if we do that, I'm going to space it out like this. Yeah, nice. Okay, so that is how our new sort of, and then once I use this part here, I can change this. Let me just change that to get rid, save blueprint. Okay, and then we'll do this and this. Okay, good. All right. So one thing I think we are going to need here is to make the boxes, and if we are doing that, we need to make the other ones. But to do that, we need the level 1s as well. So that's going to be interesting. So, okay. So let's do level 1 machines and then level 2 machines. and then level 3 machines. Yep. And then if I'm back here again, a couple more. So that'll do those. And then I think we need to do undergroundies. No, if we have to do that, we might have to do a bit of going up. So we might have to go yellow undergroundies, which are basic products. Yep. Yep. And then red undergroundies. And then yellow splitters, red splitters. Good. Okay, good. And then I'm going to copy these recipes one by one. So right click, left click, right click, left click. I'm hoping this is right. Oh, hang on, there's nothing there. Okay, good. And then let me just see if I go, if I can place down the blues, because I've got plenty of those. I'll place these down and then I can hit the upgrade button as we go. And at least then, once they're there, and we copy both of those and just say, right, hang on, I actually just want this one. So I can see where that's meant to go. Yeah, and tuck him right in there, which is nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. And that is on power, is it? Yeah, it is. Good. Okay. Right. We are going to have to make a few things. What do we got here? These. Yeah, these are those. Okay, good. So I need to replace. Get this and replace them. Can I right click to remove, left click to restore? New contents for this blueprint. Oh yeah. There we go. Save blueprint. No, we don't want the green ones. So let's do this. Select new contents for this blueprint. We want these. Save blueprint. Good. Okay, that's good. So if I do this, grab that and just. Oh yeah, I could just place these straight over the top. That'd be good. Okay, but at least then the blueprint will have just blue inserters for the moment, and we can upgrade them as we need to. So at least, yeah, we're pretty good because we need functional at the moment, and I need to get more of the stuff. So I need green circuits, I need steel, and I need red circuits. So I should be able to come up here and go, give me some green circuits. Oh, that's a lot. Give me some red circuits. I've got some, and give me some steel. Yeah, brilliant. And now I should be able to do heaps of the blues, heaps of the purples, heaps of the reds, a few more yellows, and we're off and running. Okay, so that'll just keep doing that. So that's not too bad. I like that. We are getting somewhere here on Fulgora. Yeah, I like that because we've got access to some parts. And of course, I think because the problem is I don't have any solar charging me. So I can't get anything going here. So I really need the fission reactor. But let's just go ahead and fill these. And you can see once I did that, the bots are moving. So I think this mole is going to spring to life, which would be good. So that's not too bad. And I can say, right, can you please keep me stocked up? And I'll go ahead and I'll set up a over here. Personal logistics, yeah. I suppose we could just do. Where's the regular? This one. Could put that one on and just say, "Are you going to top me up?" And then it'll kind of keep a few things on me, which will be nice. What is it giving to me? Oh, it's emptied me out actually, but that's not too bad. Okay, we do have a few bits of nonsense in our inventory, so let's go dump a few things. So I think what I want to do is just put them into the first section. So let's drop in half of these sticks, most of these. I'm going to put in most of those as well. I'm going to put this in. Now I've got a bit of scrap there, so what I want to do with the scrap, because scrap getting its way up under this belt? It doesn't look like it. All right, so what I want to do here is I just want to say, right, oh yeah, here we go. You can go, but in here, just drop the scrap, which will be nice. Yep, there's a bit of ice there as well. I can put ice straight into here because this is where we want to store it. Ice. Okay, that's good. Cool. Okay, so we're making a few things, and what I'll do in between episodes is I'll go and expand this one, this mall, and we can work out exactly where we're going to place it. Now, I don't think I can get across here without putting a train together, which is interesting. So I'm probably going to need bots. So what I'm probably best doing is putting that mall over here. Oh, let's do that now. Actually, that's a much better one. Let's pick this up. All right, let's grab that. And let's do them all here in a vertical. I don't mind it because this area is a bit, if I have a look, yeah, there's no scrap on this. This is a bit useless. A bit of scrap there, but let's put this mall here, and then that way I can build it. Yeah, I think this is a good one. So let's put it there. Let them build it. All right. And while it's doing that, I want to just keep a couple of things going on here. So let me get you, restore my area. Yep. And let me just do this part first. No, hang on. Okay. Let me do sort of like that. And we want this to be here. And for now, until we work out exactly how we want to build, do this. I did like that other grid that we were using though. That was nice. Okay, so that is that's going to keep moving things off. And of course, let's connect up this one over here as well. Just go into the mud here. And that means that the lighting coverage is also good. If you have a look here, the lighting coverage is now good, which is going to be good. But I need to place down some of the kit. So I'll go ahead and place, that there. This here. The other one's placed. Bottage is interesting. This one's a bit damaged. Have we got a few of those repairers? Yeah, that got damaged by lightning, I think. But we need bots. Good. Okay, well, we can put this... Well, if it's all connected there, we might as well just put this bot right up here. Yep. And since we're having fun, let's put this guy... We don't want to put it there. Let's put it sort of just off to the side where we know it's going to be good. Yeah, we'll put one... Let's put it here. Yeah, but we're also going to put another one here, and just to make sure that we've got good coverage. In fact, right there's a great spot. Oh, I'm really happy with this start on Fulgora. This is really good. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so this is nice. And we're going to want to put these guys here. Yep. And I'm just going to hit those. And just keep putting some of these in. Okay, so everything should be pretty good now. We're capturing a lot of energy, which is great. Bringing it all back, everything's connected. If I go into map mode, not that. Yeah, everything's connected. You can see my electricity there, which is nice. Yeah, everything's all connected up, which is coming into this grid here, which is very good. Happy with that. Right, there's my mall. I started my mall. And that's all looking really good. Cool. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave the episode here, I think. This is episode 1 on Fulgora. We've started off on the mall. We've got scrap recycling going, level 1 and level 2, as I'm calling it at the moment. I'll probably move the logistic operations over to here, which is interesting because there's boxes full of stuff. So, I mean, we don't really need to at the moment. We could put just more recycling production here. But it is putting a fair bit of scrap onto there at the moment, and that's what we're doing. These red boxes do hold quite a bit, but at some stage we need to work out what we're going to do with everything. So we'll, yeah, because we kind of, we don't want to destroy stuff, I don't think. But then if we don't have a need for it, these are just going to fill up. And we've got a little bit of time there, but it's a ticking time bomb while it sits like this, because you just got to work out what to do with so much of everything. Oh, we definitely need some plastic as well. So let's have you filling with plastic as well. So you can say, please collect plastic. And I can see that belt's just got heaps of plastic on it. And that'll thin that belt right out as well, which would be good. And then we can see what we're going to do. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe to Stitch Up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Factorio. This is our Let's Play Space Age playthrough, and we're on Fulgora. Cheers.